All for one, and one for all. Shut up, and get out from my lawn.
Ring a roses, a pocket full of posies, a tissue, we all fall down. We were never alone in the world. We were chatting, eating, working, enjoying, while they were stalking, crawling, hovering somewhere near us. This world does not belong to us. It never was. The places listed in this video are free to visit with the only condition to abide the rules by not upsetting those that dwell there. Today, we will be counting down top 10 most creepiest places in North Borneo. These stories are passed down in the form of hearsay by the table conversation and urban legend. Facts or myths, you be the judge.
Top 10 Borneo is updated weekly. Please subscribe and click on the notification bell to get the latest updates.
Number 10. Abandoned house in Mactab Gaya Street. This street is well known for its total darkness during the night, as if nobody is paying the bills. This house is also situated somewhat near to the general hospital. Upon rumors, this house is abandoned, as can be seen by the fading paint and overgrown weeds. What is the most horrifying about this site is at every night lighted candles can be seen and people screaming in pain can be heard. If this is not a being from the underworld, there must be a person who can live at the site without water or electric supply and eternally in pain. Number 9. Queen Elizabeth's Hospital's Tunnel. Places that are nearby hospitals will always be a vessels for creepy stories, including this very tunnel. This tunnel is always busy with passing through cars daily from Sembulan or KK to Kepayan Ridge or vice versa in the morning, but at 12 midnight sharp it is not a good idea to use this tunnel. There are at least 2 stories surrounding this tunnel. The first story was that the driver heard a loud shouting voice, but nobody was there at the stroke of midnight in the tunnel. The second story, a different driver heard and felt there is something rolling on top of the car as it enters the tunnel on midnight, but the rolling stopped as soon as he exits the tunnel. Number 8. Jala Tuara White Bungalow. A huge white house with vintage-style design during the British colony era, where once lived by a pair of married couple until the 80s. Unfortunately, the once proud bungalow is now a pain sight to see, with its decaying woods filled with overgrown grasses and trees that block the view of this house for so long. There are reported cases of people singing can be heard from this house even though it has been abandoned for such long period of time. And what is the most disturbing about this place is there are brand new tools and equipments inside this house, as if there are people still living in this house even though the house is pitch dark every night. Reported by daring adventurers that visited there recently. Are these equipments set up by people that recently set foot there, or by drug addicts, or by unknown entity? Number 7. Jala Tuara. A few miles to the city from the white bungalow, there is a place where a graveyard lies near a secondary school, Kian Kok. There has been cases where the students frequently complain about being stared on and constantly observed from the direction of the graveyard at night. If that is not enough, opposite side of the graveyard lies another graveyard, but instead of locals, this is the resting place of the Japanese soldiers who died during World War II in North Borneo. Every midnight, sound of marching and Japanese commands can be heard. Unless you understand Japanese, either way, perhaps it's the best to just leave this place alone. Number 6. Gunung Emas. If you are frequently traveling from Gunung Emas to Sultan or vice versa, it is advisable that you don't during midnight. There are a lot of stories and myths if you are driving in this area at the mentioned hour. That an extremely foul odor can be smelled even though each and every door glasses are tightly shut. Worst case has been told, including sound of baby crying can be heard, but there is not a single soul in that area at that time. There are also cases that this place is a magnet of accidents where deaths are sometimes reported. Some say it's due to drunkenness, some say it's due to human error, some blame on the thick fog that has been here since the dawn of time, and for some, it's the work of the lingering spirits that reside at this place. Number 5. Tip of Borneo. Wandering haunting only existed at man-made premises. Think again. A beautiful and natural sight such as the tip of Borneo also falls prey in this list if warnings and advices from the locals are not obeyed, which include the forbidding of swimming or bathing at this place. It is believed that there are water spirits dwelling here and will pull anyone that get too comfortable near them into the sea, resulting in death. At least 3 foreign travelers drowned after their corpses were found drifted ashore. There is another story of 2 doctors went missing during taking a bath, and the only remaining is the car of one of the doctors when investigated by the police. Strong current, powerful waves, or there are entities that's awaiting there? A good question but difficult to answer. Number 4. Kandara Court Apartment. We heard a lot of horrifying stories from abandoned houses, but this particular one came from an abandoned apartment. With worn-out paint and rusty gate, this place is an ideal place to shoot a horror movie. There are a lot of rumors from nearby residents that screams can be heard from here at random time. The creepiest part is that during the night there are a pair of eyes looking directly at you from every lot of the apartment. Number 3. Taman Hospital, or known as hospital housing. You may have heard enough creepy stories circling around hospitals. What's more, if they are housing near the Sabah's first and oldest hospital and mortuary. During the day, this place is filled with cars parked here, but during the night, the atmosphere becomes eerie with no source of light along with the absence of sound. There have been countless tales from the hospital visitors that they felt someone or something that stalks them when they use this place to reach the hospitals during the night. But the most weird part is, even though there are a lot of houses here, there is nobody living at this place. Number 2. Kapayan Ridge Central Plaza. Once again, Kapayan Ridge goes into this list. Once again, places nearby are jinxed by the presence of hospital. Rumors floating around that behind this building is a grave for hospital's dead patients who've never been claimed by relatives or friends long time ago. There is a story that one being asked for tissue papers by an unknown person inside the toilet's cubicle while the witness was washing hands, but just as he's about to leave, the cubicle opened, only to terrify the witness as there was no one inside the cubicle. Another case was there is a woman with long black tangled hair can be seen every day 4 to 5 before dawn, walking, or to be more exact, levitating without legs as witnessed by frequent joggers. Number 1. Signal Hills Burnt House. This 5-story house was once lived by a married couple along with their only son. There has been stories circulated that the couple were burned alive by robbers that attempted to rob the house. Another version is that it was their son that burned the house down and diverse it as a house robbery in attempt to inherit his parents' belonging. Based on people that went there, the strongest presence can be felt at the basement, where a woman with long hair out of the blue can be seen from there. The surreal part was that she has burnt skin all over and staring at the window at the end of the corridor with her back facing the entrance of the basement. That is all for today. Are there any more eerie or creepy places that you know should be here in this list? Please post it on the comment section below, and remember to subscribe to this channel. You've been warned. Thank you and Consiko.